They have made a noise in the house of the Lord as in the day of a solemn feast. The Lord hath purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He hath stretched out a line. He hath not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed the broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also.
Her kings and her princes are among the Gentiles, meaning we were scattered. We were scattered throughout the whole planet Earth. And basically in some key places. Give me Luke 24:21, I believe it's in. And then from there go to Deuteronomy 28:36. So the Most High used this devil, this Edomite, to do what he did to take us down and other nations, and now it's their turn. All right, go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Yeah, so we've been trodden down by the Gentiles, man. Number one is Edom, and then you have the rest of the nations. If you go to the 83rd Psalm, it tells you about that. It mentions Edom, it mentions Ishmael, it mentions all these different nations that put hell on us. So now they're going to have to pay. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and you shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Yeah, when a cop comes around, you driving on the highway and there's a cop behind you, you don't feel safe, you don't feel secure. Oh, there's a cop, you know, everything's all right. You get nervous, man, you tense up. You in your mind, and I do this all the time, so I know this motherfucker's checking my license plates, man. You know? And then all of a sudden the cop speeds off or whatever, he goes off about his business. You know what he did? He checked your license plate. He said, yeah, that's a nigga in there. We check his damn license and shit. He checked your license, because a lot of you simple-ass Negroes, you get a car, you get a damn license, you get your license suspended, you get it notified, you get notified that your license is suspended, you don't pay the insurance on your damn car, and you wonder why you got an insurance lapse bill. And then when the cop pulls you over and check your license, Mr. Jones, number one, you have a suspended license here. Number two, you don't have registration on your car. No insurance. And your registration is past due for 3 months. And then you get mad at the devil. You know? Now, I make sure I keep all my papers in order. That's why most of the time, you know, when a cop, if you're doing the right thing, a cop's going to be behind your ass, then eventually he's going to speed off. Or if he pulls you over and you really wasn't doing nothing, he'll check your license. Then he'll say, well, you was moving, you was swerving a little bit. You know, but you know you wasn't swerving. And then they'll let your ass go. But a lot of times you see Jake gets cuffed up. They open up the damn trunk, find drugs, illegal guns, and all kind of shit up in there, man. Like, watch cops. When them cops go around and pull a Jake over, you already know what's going to happen, man. You already know the nigga's lying his ass off. And then they're gonna arrest this damn fool, and then they're gonna take his car. Now you gotta go before the court. You gotta make bail. You gotta go before the court. You gotta figure out how you gonna get his mama's car back out. You know. So you niggas those are the guys that get with Johanna. Johanna is looking for guys like you. He's looking for cats like you. That's why he says he loves the 2/3. He said, ain't nothing gonna stop me from helping my black people. Well, nigga, you should be out on the road with a handful of goddamn money Anytime a damn Jake get pulled over, your ass should come up in a damn cycle and say, here, officer, here's $1,000. You know? I got this. You damn fool. You know? All right, go ahead, man.
It says, in the morning, Deuteronomy 28:67, in the morning thou shalt say with the Most High with evening, and at even thou shalt say with the Most High with morning.
In other words, you wishing that you can make it to a next day. And I actually heard Jake's actually say that, man. Sometime when you go to sleep, you pray to the Lord that you wake up the next day. And when you get up the next day, you pray that you can make it to the night. A lot of old black women say that most of the damn time. All right? Anyway, let's go to the 36th verse, and let's go back to where we left off.
Deuteronomy 28:36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Now let's go back to Lamentation where we left off.
All right, this is Lamentation.
Read that last verse that you read.
This is Lamentation chapter 2 and verse 9. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles.
Yeah, what does it mean her king and her princes are among the Gentiles? Talk starting with King David and the princes that were back there ruling in Israel back in the ancient world. Like I said, that proves right there, that proves reincarnation. Because you don't have no Jake sitting around on the throne in slavery talking about I'm king so-and-so. In other words, your kings and your princes are slaves now. So that was part of the punishment. That even your king, the head king, Yahweh Shai, is not going to go into slavery. He caught his hell one time. He ain't coming back here to catch hell no more. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
And that's what's happening because all Israelite men are what? A race of kings and princes. So if a man has a son, he's a king. He's supposed to have a crown on his head, and his son supposed to be a prince. And he's supposed to have a crown on his head. Go ahead.
Back in Lamentation 2:9. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision.
Right, the law is no more. That's why you can be a flaming, frolicking faggot in this society, man. You can shave your head bald. You know, the cop ain't going to pull you over and say, look, I'm citing you for not having a beard on your face. You know? A cop's not going to do that. Read that part again.
Yep. It says, her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord.
The law is no more. That's why you can commit adultery all over the place, man. Esau never cite you for committing adultery. So how can this be? But these politicians tell you that this is a God-fearing society. This is not a God-fearing society. Well, then again, it is a God-fearing society, but your God that you worship is the spiritual demon Satan. All right? Go ahead.
The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground and keep silence. They have cast up dust upon their heads. They have girded themselves with sackcloth. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground. Mine eyes do fail with tears, my bowels are troubled, my liver is poured upon the earth, for the destruction of the daughter of my people, because the children and the sucklings swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, where is corn and wine? When they swooned as the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul was poured out into their mother.
Right, and that corn and wine really represents the truth. It's twofold. And thy mother, the breasts of thy mother represent the truth. Corn, wine, breasts of thy mother. So they're looking for answers. And the Most High set up the men of the Lord to give them the answers, but the majority of them buck against the truth. They don't want to eat the food. They want to eat government cheese. They'll eat that, but they ain't going to eat the food of the Most High. Go ahead.
When their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom, what thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach is great.
How are they going to be comforted? By the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, For thy breach is great like the sea. Who can heal thee? Thy prophets have seen vain. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity. To turn away.
Read that again.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
Yeah, the mark of the beast is Christianity. It's not the chip. We don't know the name of the Most High and His Son. The virgin birth. If you don't do right, you're going to burn in hell. Read